Alright, so admittedly I wasn't really expecting to make a review for this album, but after hearing it, I just had to talk about it. And that album is Strike and Kill by DevilDriver, their newest record. So how was the album? Well, let's find out. Track 1, Dig Your Own Grave. Okay, so this is the first single, and it's not a bad album opener. It's got a nice balance between thrash and groove, which I really like, and the vocals from Des Fafara are pretty damn good. The riff is also good, so I would say this is a pretty good song. Track 2, Dead in the Water. So this is the second single, and this might be one of my favorites off the album for sure. Just like track 1, it's got a really nice flow to it that falls between thrash and groove. The verses are really catchy, and the riff is also really good. And of course, the vocals are on point, so I'm gonna say it's a really good track. Track 3, Sanctified and Scars. Alright, so this song leans a bit more into groove, and it's not half bad. I like the use of pitch harmonics on this one, and the stomping riff is hard not to headbang to. And the vocals are still good, so I would say it's another pretty good song. Track 4, Strike and Kill, title track. Okay, so this is the third and final single, and it goes back into the thrash slash groove territory. While I think this was the weakest single, it's not awful either. The riff is good, and the vocals are still good, but the melody is not doing a whole lot for me, so I'm gonna say it's a good song. Track 5, In the Moonlight. So this is probably my least favorite track so far. I'm not a big fan of the key or melody on this one, and the chorus is not great. The verses are okay, which kind of hold the song together, but that's not saying much, so I would say this is an okay song. Track 6, Ride or Die. Okay, so right out the gate, this song is already a massive improvement from track 5. It leans way more into the thrash sound, which is not a bad thing, and the riff is pretty good, and of course the vocals are pretty good as well. So I'm gonna say it's yet another pretty good song. Track 7, Headed for the Fall. Alright, so this song goes right back into the thrash slash groove sound once again. And while the chorus is fine, the rest of the song sounds pretty good. The riff as well as the vocals and the verses are the best part of this song. So I would say it's also a pretty good track. Track 8, Shut the Silence On. This song has a bit more thrash to it as well. And just like track 7, the chorus isn't my favorite, but the verses are pretty good, and the pitch harmonics are of course a nice touch. So I'm gonna say it's another pretty good song. Track 9, Never Coming Home. So this track has good verses, and the chorus has a good melody. However, the vocals in the chorus have this weird effect that I don't really think was necessary, and it kind of brings the chorus down a bit. I do like the riff on this one though, and the vocals in the verses are good. It also has an interesting acoustic bridge that I wasn't expecting, so I would say it's a good track. Track 10, Summoning Shadows. Now this one is really interesting, cause for the first half it has this atmospheric acoustic sound, but then for the second half it gets heavy, and it works surprisingly well. My only complaint is that the song is way too short for this kind of sound. But overall, I do like the song, so I'm gonna say it's another good song. Track 11, You're Just a Ghost. Okay, so this song goes for a bit more groove, and it's another least favorite of mine. Because I'm not sure the tempo really works on this track, and the chorus is not great, so I would say it's a mid track. Track 12, Oath of Iron. Alright, so this is an immediate improvement from track 11, because it's right back to the thrash slash groove sound, and the riff is pretty good. The verses are also pretty good sounding, and the chorus is a lot better than track 11's chorus, so I'm gonna say it's another pretty good song. Track 13, All Bets Are Off. Now we've reached the closing track, and for an album closer, it's not that bad. Now, while the verses are okay, the chorus is definitely the major highlight. The vocals are good on this one as well. However, the outro is not the greatest, but at least that part is only at the end. So, I would say it's a decent track. So, in conclusion, this album really surprised me with how good it was. Now, I wouldn't say it's album of the year material or anything, but it definitely was not a bad record in the slightest. But with that being said, my final rating is an 8 out of 10. Pretty good. But that is going to do it for today, and whatever thoughts you have for this album or review, be sure and leave it in the comments below. And as always, I will see you all next time.